Hi, and welcome back to the Consult a Counselor series. In this series, I answer parenting related questions so that you can be present and at ease with your child and live life mindfully. Today's question is, it's like my kid thinks it's still Christmas. He's still asking me for all types of toys, and I'm tired of fighting. How do I help him understand? I mean, who doesn't want to wake up and find new stuff waiting for them in a corner of their house? I myself get excited for new coffee flavors, but I know that doesn't do it for a kid. So I definitely empathize, as it makes me bananas when my kid tells me that he's bored when there is a mess of toys in my house. And just like when we have clothes stuffed in a packed closet, we can overlook the great outfits we have when we don't see them clearly. So when we put all of the toys in a bin, which does make it easier to clean up, but the bin is then overflowing, it just doesn't look like there's anything to play with because our kids can't really see what is available. So here are a few suggestions. A few weeks ago, right before the holidays, I gave a suggestion of placing toys that go together in a gallon-sized Ziploc bag. And if you'd like to hear that, be sure to check out episode 48. The second suggestion goes back to the closet reference. I don't know about you, but my closet is not big enough to have sections for each and every season. So I instead have big Tupperware bins that I switch out of every spring and winter. And you can do the same for your kids' toys, but it may have to be a little bit more often than just twice a year. So take a look at the toys that your kid uses all of the time, like their top 5 favorites, and definitely leave those aside. But then take a look at the toys that they just haven't played with in quite some time. So pack those into these gallon-sized Ziploc bags with all of the pieces together and put those in a big bin, like those bins that we put Christmas decorations away in. Now, what we want to make sure of is that we don't fall into the trap of out of sight, out of mind. I know myself, and if I don't set a reminder, my kid would be 18 before he sees that certain puzzle set again. So, to help out with this, I encourage you to set a reminder of your phone, as simple as saying, "Hey Siri, remind me on the 26th to switch out the toys." And that's it. Then on the 26th, you'll get that reminder pop up and you know how and when to swap them. That's honestly how I live much of my life, just asking Siri to remind me of things. So then, like I said, when the 26th comes around or whatever date it is that you set, take that bin out, keep the toys in Ziploc bags so that you provide that habit for your kid, and then put the ones that have been out away until the next 26th of the next month. And as my kid says, ta-la, new toys. So maybe your kid starts whining because they want something that is no longer available. Yeah, that is a realistic situation. And that's why it's important to leave those top favorites aside. And after that initial wine and cheese session, they'll play with those new toys that are out before you do it again the following month. And as I've shared before every Christmas, I always tell my kid to make space for the new toys. We have to donate some of them that he's no longer interested, or maybe some of those that he grew out of. And that feeds the giving spirit, which is something that I personally value and that I want to instill in my kid as well. So I hope this helps. If you think that this could help another mom or dad friend, be sure to share it with them and subscribe to the podcast so that you don't miss the next one. And if you have any questions for the Consult a Counselor series, you can always email me at hello@freetobemindful.com or DM me on Instagram at Counselor V de Jesus. And remember, in a world where you are free to be anything that you want to be, you are always free to be mindful. Thanks so much and catch you next time.